So a while back, I replayed through Deus Ex Human Revolution, and that game is still quite good. When Human Revolution came out, I hadn't played either of the other two Deus Ex games. A friend of mine did try to get me to play the original Deus Ex. He had like a second Steam account that had Morrowind, Oblivion, and the first two Deus Ex games on it. So he like gave me the password for it. Was like, here, play these games. I did not get very far in any of them because they're just not my kind of games. But I do like Human Revolution a lot, and I still like it a lot. I played on the hardest difficulty, and I actually made it a point to never quick save. If I ever wanted to save, I had to actually take the time to manual save. But I also tried to not manual save like, every 5 minutes. Just because, like, I didn't save before every difficult thing. I did actually want there to be a challenge in the things that I did, so I would save at the beginning of difficult areas. Because the first time I played, I did just quick save the whole game, and that's just a really stupid way to play any game ever.
Yes, it's pretty lame.
I tried not to do that, and I played on the hardest difficulty, and it was very fun.
I was playing Half-Life 2 recently, and like that game has the quick saving thing. And I try not to use it, but there's some places in the game where you have to make like physicsy ass jumps that you just die sometime. So quick save there.
The zero punctuation review of Half-Life 2 went like, it was like a retrospective. He said that the way that Half-Life 2 shows you its physics stuff is to point at it and go, ta-da!
Yeah.
And that's like the whole game.
It kind of is. Something about Half-Life 2 is, in a lot of games, like if you're playing God of War or whatever, and it's like push this tree over and kill that guy, and then you like press the QTE and it's like, and the camera angle changes and everything and does it. It's like whatever. The game doesn't do that good of a job of not just feeling like a big hallway, but it's okay, I think, because like when you do stuff, you feel like you are responsible for it. Like if you drop an anvil on somebody's head, you're like, I did that. I literally did that. There was no camera angle that changed, showing going do yo 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 and you got me.
Stars around his head. The guy saying, curse you, Gordon Freeman, for dropping an anvil on my head.
I mean, I know that like Bethesda games do this, but I'm surprised that there aren't more games like Half-Life 2 where it's just, you're always just from a single perspective and you just go from point A to point B until it's over. No cutscenes. Although the loading screens in that game are pretty funny because they'll just be running like down a alley or something, like loading.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, okay. Nowadays they got the, I was talking to Roman about, nowadays they have like the AAA wall sidle where you like slowly creep so that it can load. Except Roman was saying like, now in a lot of games they don't even do that. You just like are walking and then the game sort of hiccups.
Oh, Butterfree fight. Yeah, they actually made fun of that in Astrobot, which I thought was funny.
Butterfree has clown shoes.
Rude.
Actually, the opposing Butterfree looks like it has clown shoes, and you look like you have like a pill, like a multivitamin for a foot.
I can't believe that Butterfree just missed a like 75 accurate move in a row. I know that it's something like that because Supersonic has 55 accuracy, but it has fucking compound eyes, and it missed it 3 times in a row. If that was me, I'd be pissed. Now I'm parafused.
Is there a combination word for everything with confused?
I don't think so. I think the only things that can be combined is there's paralyze, and then it's combined with either flinch, confuse, or attract. So if you can come up with a combination of all 4 of those words,
you
then...
can be confused and poisoned.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. I thought you were just talking about with paralysis. People don't really think about it because paralysis works the most like confusion, in that it's a thing that occasionally will debilitate you. It's like exactly what happened with the Butterfree duel in Yellow, where the opposing Butterfree wasn't really interested in attacking me, just kind of being kind of annoying. I'm not doing that shit.
When I was playing Half-Life 2, I was doing that achievement for beating Ravenholm with only the gravity gun.
Is that hard?
I thought it wouldn't be that bad, but it was, because they don't give you that much stuff to throw around as I expected. Oh. So there was a lot of points where I was just like standing there getting my ass beat looking for something to pick up. I didn't enjoy it that much. Ravenholm used to freak me the hell out when I was a kid, and it still was kind of creepy. Mostly because poison head crabs just make this horrible sound And when you hear it in your like right ear exclusively, it's like there's a fucking moth flying around in your ear. It's horrible.
I didn't know there were poison head crabs.
The zombie that throws poison head crabs?
What? That's the most ridiculous sentence I've ever heard. That's not even a full sentence, it was a fragment.
I mean, you know how there's head crab zombies, right?
Yeah.
Poison head crab zombies have like 6 of them on the head. And so they just like machine gun them at you. But for some reason they make like a cow sound. They just sound like a mooing cow. I wasn't terribly into like how Half-Life 2 felt, like to just run around. It's one of those games where it felt a little sluggish, especially with jumping. I don't know about you, but whenever I play games where the movement isn't feeling quite right, I press the keys or the buttons like really hard.
Oh.
And so I'm giving myself repetitive stress injury. I'm like pressing the keys so hard. I'm getting telegrapher's finger, if you will.
Oh, nice. I'm glad I talked to her. One of the best things in the series that they got rid of for no reason.
I like how the girls talk in blood red font.
Well, I was getting at it with Human Revolution. It's a notable in 2 different ways. One, it's a game that came out in the PS3 360 era, which was like the height of the AAA brown game era.
Yeah.
Everything was just fucking boring brown shooter. And I wouldn't say the game is vibrant, but there's a lot of like yellow.
Yeah, I just remember it being yellow instead of brown.
But the point is that it's not dingy or like bad to look at. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, this guy.
Is this the guy?
I think this is the guy. Okay, he doesn't. Alright.
I thought we were going to a gym.
I have to get cut from here first.
Don't do that.
A level design, I was constantly surprised at how many like secret areas there were. Like secret paths and stuff. The game clearly wants you to be a stealthy person, but being full aggro really isn't that hard. Honestly, the best thing in the game is to get the default 10mm pistol, give it the laser sight, the armor pierce, and the suppressor, what the fuck is it called? The thing that makes the gun quiet. Silencer. And like that just like totally steamrolls the game because every regular enemy dies in one headshot.
I remember there's a similar, when I played Just Cause 2, there's a similar thing where like I only ever used revolvers because like everything would die in a revolver headshot. So there's everything else felt so weak in comparison.
Yeah, but the game gives you more experience for taking care of things non-lethally and like not getting discovered. So the game wants you to be stealthy. The world building is surprisingly like really great. I actually bothered to read all of the emails this playthrough. I remember in my original playthrough I could not be bothered because I just wanted to play the game and shoot people, find hidden stuff, but the email thing is actually something I'll get into in a minute.
Why is that super effective?
Because they're poison. Psychics super effective as poison for no reason other than that they wanted poison types to suck.
Because they decided psychic is better than poison.
Yeah, exactly. This is something I've said to Arizona a few times, or just in general. Like, if they redid Gen 1, like, not just, like, remade the game, like, if they redid everything about it, Psychic probably wouldn't be super effective against Poison, and half of the Pokemon's types would be different in some way.
It is interesting that Pokemon is built on this crazy, fragile foundation from the original.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's berries.
Right out of the garbage. Where's my Great Ball?
I like that they actually, like, rearrange... Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, that's fine. If you've got something to say, you should say.
They actually rearranged the music in the scene. It doesn't feel like it's just the original music, but with, like, GBA instruments. It's, like, actually redone. I kind of can't stand the original Red and Blue music, like, on the Game Boy.
It was very dinky, for lack of a better.
I mean, it's like undeniably iconic. It's just one of those things where I've heard it so much that I can't be asked.
I can't be asked. The director's cut of Human Revolution added 8 hours worth of developer commentary, and I watched the video of it on YouTube. Like, a guy just played through the game and just listened to all the commentary, and it was very cool. It was fun to listen to all the developers be passionate about a game that they made and, like, wanted to make. Like, how much thought they had in every little detail. I mean, I can't go into everything because it's fucking 8 hours long, but just them talking about, like, oh, we put this thing in the window. It's like, there's a thing in, like, the starting town, one of the developer commentary things was talking about, like, the signs above the city, and then the guy playing, like, looks up, and I was like, oh, I've never looked up in this game before. So I felt kind of bad. that I like never noticed all this cool work. I'm just always looking at the floor. I know it's like a thing where it's like, gamers don't look up, I guess. It's just a thing. Like, they even referenced that in Infamous 2.
I just realized Transylvania is spelled wrong.
Is it?
It's Transliven. It's supposed to be I-Y-L, not L-Y.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's why I said Lyman.
Yeah, how
So
did I
I
not
did-
notice that at that point?
I don't know. I don't know. I like Trans Lyman.
Transliven.
Transliven. Another interesting thing about the developer commentary is that they talk about things that they admit were done wrong and they weren't able to fix them. Not even like them talking about, oh, we weren't able to put this in because we weren't at time. They straight up talk about stuff like, yeah, we put this in the game and it's just not right. Like, we just did it wrong. Which is interesting because I feel like there's a Red Letter Media video that recently actually Red Letter Media makes fun of a lot of stuff like this all the time, but it's like where modern like big budget things have to constantly talk in positivity no matter what. So it's cool to see the developers reminisce on things that could have been done way better. Like everybody knows that in the original game, original Deus Ex Human Revolution, the boss fights were fucking terrible because they were like outsourced to a different company that I don't even know how that works, first of all, but
Yeah.
they were like, the company was just like, oh, they're making a first-person shooter. We'll just make a first-person shooter boss, but it doesn't work.
When I was watching the SpongeBob commentaries, there was something like that where in the Christmas episode when they're singing the song, it's like
the
we were
very
like,
first Christmas
Yeah, that
to
one.
me.
Steven Hillenberg was like, when we made this, the episode is done, and then we realized that the song was like out of sync from the animation, like by a lot by the end of the song, and we'd like chop it up. And it
Oh,
was funny. It's fun to hear them admit stuff like that. Just like, yeah, we fucked it up.
because I wrote these notes so long ago. It's like, there's a hologram room that was supposed to be a mocap room. I don't remember what that means. I'm sorry.
It's supposed to look like a green room where you wear a ball suit.
Maybe? Yeah, I can't remember. Go watch the 8-hour video to know what I'm talking about.
Actually, Half-Life 2 just recently got in its like 20th anniversary update, added developer commentary.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really cool. Nice to see Valve actually doing something
Yeah.
for once.
I saw one of the things that was talked about in it was that apparently whenever they had to like recompile and build the game to test it, it would take so long that they set up a thing where all of the computers in the office would dedicate their power to help compile the game and test it. That game has a strong theme of like squads for some reason.
Like squads of enemies.
Like you controlling a party.
Oh.
Like it starts with you getting this bug ball that lets you control ant lions. They're basically just Pikmin. You tell them to go over there, they sacrifice themselves, and then more pop out of the ground.
Okay.
And then later in the game, there's a thing where like you control squads of humans, where you like tell them to go do something, and they go get shot. I don't know. I don't think I dig it that much. The game has this whole human resistance theme. It's fine.
How does it work? Like, what are the buttons for it?
I don't even. I think it's like you press G or something, and then it tells them to go somewhere.
G for go
But like,
somewhere.
it's only for like a select part of the game because eventually it's just like, okay, the rest of the game is designed for one person to jump around, so they're gone now. I think it's a game that does a decent job at like immersion stuff, but it's still, at the end of the day, it does just kind of feel like a series of scripted events.
The thing that has always gotten me about Half-Life is how everybody treats Gordon Freeman as like this god,
Yeah, I hate that.
even though he like doesn't like. Obviously, he beat Half-Life 1
On hard.
on hard mode, but like he like never says anything like that.
Well, he like
Bothers me.
He like already has his prestige as like a really good scientist. Or... Yeah,
Yes.
I hate it when the person you're playing as in a game, everybody like bows down to you because you're the greatest. It's like the Animal Crossing effect.
There was a kind of a funny thing in the beginning of that developer commentary where, because the game is published by Square Enix, there's a poster that's for like Final Fantasy 26 or 27 or something. It's some ridiculously high number. And the guy in the commentary is saying that like they obscured the poster so you don't know what number it is, but it's not obscured at all and you can just see it very clearly. That was funny. I don't know what version of the game that they were like watching or playing when they were doing the commentary. That was funny. I remember there was a running thing about the emails, the aforementioned emails. The lead writer was talking about how she wanted to make emails. or all the computers in the game. But then when she actually started writing them, she was like, wait a minute, emails are two-way. I have to like make them be from somebody too. Her and her team still did it. They like wrote all the emails, and their work paid out very well. But it was kind of funny how just like one little thing of like, oh, to help world building, I will write emails, and then it turned into a whole thing. Unfortunately for her. Speaking of the emails, there's a running joke throughout all the, like, a lot of the computer stuff the game is like, you know, the Nigerian prince scam. There's like an equivalent one of those. They're still happening at the end of the game, so you can find another email of a guy who's like, how are we getting these scam emails? We're in a fucking enclosed military complex. Like, how?
Is the commentary in the game, or is it just video?
It's in the game. You come up to like certain parts of the world. Some of them play automatically, like during the pre-rendered cutscenes. Most of them, you like walk into a certain part of the world, and like a thing appears on the top right of the screen. It's like press H to listen to commentary or whatever. So it's like you'll walk onto the top of a big building, and the commentary will be like how difficult it was to make the skyline look good from up there or something. Or like you'll walk up to the bottom of a building, and the people will be talking about like, we wanted to have cars, but it was hard to make moving cars, so we had moving cars in the background in the areas where you couldn't get to. The ending, I talked about the boss fights. They're just shit. Even like improved from the original game, they're just bad. The first guy, you just kind of like run around. If you've not been upgrading your like combat abilities at all, then you have to be really gimmicky about it. Like the first boss, you have to reprogram these turrets to shoot him to death, which is just over as soon as it starts, basically. The second boss has like electrified floors, so the game gives you a bunch of electricity grenades to just fry her to death. So then the last boss, the setup for the last boss is that this lady goes behind this glass door, and you're supposed to like, you remember the fight from Borderlands 2? It's kind of like that, where you're supposed to like shoot the things and then shoot more things, and then eventually the boss itself shows up. Instead of that, you can get this laser gun, and then you just walk up to the glass and shoot through the glass with the laser gun, and she dies immediately. So the bosses are definitely the low point, no matter how you're playing the game.
It's like Turbo Man.
Is it?
Kill him instantly.
Oh, right. Yeah. I was thinking Mega Man 10. That's Nitro Man.
That's Turbis Man.
Turban Man. Also, the endings still suck. Again, this is a thing that the developers even admit were bad because they were out of time by the time the game had to be released. It's literally just you walk up to a machine with 4 buttons on it and you choose your ending that way. And then like the dialogue that Adam gives is very slightly different depending on how many people you killed. And even then, not really. And none of it even matters because they made a sequel, Mankind Divided. So yeah, like none of this shit even matters.
Was there not supposed to be another one?
I don't think so. I think it was just supposed to be a resurgence of I almost said Dark Souls, of the Deus Ex IP. And it's just that Human Revolution was so like novel in the time period that it came out that it was wildly successful. So it had a bunch more games. It had like 1 or 2 shitty mobile games. And then it had the very unfortunate Mankind Divided, which is like one of the most conflicting games I've ever played. One of those mobile games was Deus Ex of the Fall, which has a really, really bad PC port. Like, the game is already not good, but the PC port is especially not good. It's like Deus Ex Human Revolution if it was just like ugly and not fun. And also the Fall never got completed because it was very unpopular, and yeah, it was a shitty free-to-play, pay-to-win mobile game. Not good. And there was Mankind Divided. I actually wrote like Mankind Divided is apparently an expansion pass sequel, but because I hadn't played Mankind Divided when I wrote these notes. But then I got it for free on a Prime Twitch Prime gaming thing, the thing where you get free games. So I played through it, and Mankind Divided is just depressing to play, because coming straight off of the 8-hour commentary of Human Revolution, where the developers were like talking about how much they loved working on the game and like lamenting the unfinished things about it, Mankind Divided is so unfinished, it's just horrible. It has like 1 main hub world to go through, and the game is like, it's like Majora's Mask. It's like 90% side quest. If you only do the main quest, the game's probably like 5 hours long. And all the side stuff was really fun. It's just way too bad that they weren't able to actually finish it. It has connectivity to one of the mobile games. You pick up these like triangle things, and it's like, oh, if you put in this code in the mobile game and you'll get something cool, and you go to download the mobile game and it just doesn't exist. So that's depressing. It seems that Square Enix fucked up immensely in capitalizing on the popularity of Human Revolution because everything about everything that came out after just was unfinished and not good. But Square Enix seems to do nothing but bad decisions, so I don't really know how surprised I am about it. And the worst part about all of this is that in early 2024, the voice actor for Adam Jensen, the main character of those two games, he confirmed that there was going to be another one, but because of how badly Square Enix fucked up the IP, they canceled it a long time ago. Damn shame. It was even like just playing the beginning of Mankind Divided was depressing because Adam is like the only returning voice actor. After the intro, you wake up in Adam's apartment and everything sucks. Like there's really sad music playing. Adam turns on his TV to talk to his old boss from the first game, and it's just a completely different voice actor. And I was extremely melancholic about the first like half of the game in general. The more I played, the more I enjoyed it. Because the world design is still really good and fun, and the side quests are interesting in their stories and stuff, but just sad. Maybe Deus Ex will come back someday, but not today.
Yeah, characters not having their original voice actors is the worst.
It is the worst, yeah. There was also apparently Deus Ex like comic books and stuff, tie-in comics.
I think Shockwave is a never miss move.
Yes, it is. Raichu's all we have left of Fat Pikachu. If they make skinny Raichu, I'm gonna fucking end it right now. Oh shit. I didn't know they had that. I'll just keep doing this. I'll just waste turns. He's not like Brock, Brock from the original game where he has like 5 full heals for each of his Pokemon. Will we heal it? Yes. He sounds like he's eating something. Like an eating sound effect. Wow, Raichu's staying
like classic stock sound of like chomping food.
Yeah.
I wonder how they made that.
I've been speed tying with this thing the entire fight, and only now do I lose the tie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He'll be fine.
Okay. I was afraid.
You're way overleveled.
Yeah, I am. And the next gym leader is going to be even easier.
He's holding a yellow Pokeball.
Yeah, the Lieutenant Surge Ball, don't you know?
I made a ball. Don't work.
They just gave Secret Power. It was just on the overworld randomly, so I was expired.
Gym blows up.